What's good, everybody? It's Abwon, and this is Before You Watch, spoiler-free reviews. This time I'm back with another Netflix viewer recommendation from D Fizzle. Go follow her, and it's for Umbrella Academy. When I first saw the trailer for this movie, I was really intrigued. It looked really different. It kind of reminded me of a series of Unfortunate Events, which is also on Netflix. I want to check that out whenever I get time. But I was really wary because everybody's trying to cash in on a whole superhero craze since, you know, the MCU's success. That's well deserved, but not everything that's a superhero film or based off a comic film is quality. So, you know, you just got, I made sure I had to tread lightly. So just a quick synopsis here. Multiple children are born on the same day. This gentleman brings them into his home, his academy, whatever you want to call it. They have special abilities. He trains them. He's their father, so to speak. 20 to 25 years down the line, I forget, he dies, and this group of orphans that pretty much hate each other and have outgrown each other need to come together to prevent the impending apocalypse. So that's pretty much it. So each character has their own special abilities, some more intriguing than others. There's one particular character, her name is Allison. She can basically manipulate you into doing whatever she wants just by saying something like, I heard a rumor. My favorite one, his name is Number 5. I can't remember what his real name was, his government name was. I don't think they actually say it. They just call him Number 5 in the show. And his power is teleportation and time travel, which I absolutely love because I'm obsessed with time travel. I would love to travel through time and teleport. So, but aside from that, I felt like the story revolved around him somewhat. So he was almost the main character to some degree, but not really. I really can't explain it without spoiling it for you. So there's 7 characters in total. Each one has their own ability, but none of them are masters in their own ability. They're all very quirky. They have their flaws. They're all very, very much humanized. You don't feel like they're Superman. You know, like you look at this person, they're just unstoppable. They do have their strength. They do have their strengths. They do have their flaws. And like I said, they're all orphans. So that just adds to the diversity that, you know, you have black characters, Asian characters, gay characters. Like, I feel like every type of minority is well represented in this show, which is dope to me. It's dope to me. Not everybody's just like a British bloke, so to speak. The villains, even the bad guys, were really charismatic too. I found myself rooting for them because every character in this show is very, very, very humanized. The way the characters are developed is very well done and is very well executed. They show characters' backstories through flashbacks, so it doesn't take away from the overall progression of the show and the overall pacing of the show. It'll have tidbits here and there, and you get to see how they are now because of something that may have happened in the past. The show is funny and it's extremely well acted. Everybody in this show does a fantastic job, and there's chemistry between every character. Everybody looked like they had a fantastic time filming this. They looked like they genuinely like each other. Nothing felt rushed, nothing felt forced. Everything was organic. It was just excellent. It was excellent, and I feel like that plays a big part into the overall success of this show. The visuals are amazing. I mean, obviously there's a lot of CGI, but it was really, really well done CGI. I mean, if you've ever seen the movie Sucker Punch, which I thought was really underrated and it flew under the radar, but it's a fantastic action film. Check that out if you can. But if you've ever seen Sucker Punch, the visuals are like that. I mean, the show is dark, but it's bright, but not really bright. But the special effects are on point. Everything looks dope. The action scenes are amazing. I just felt like there should have been more. I loved it. I really did like this show. I watched it in I binged it in about 3 days. Like, I started it and I was immediately hooked after the first 5 minutes of the first episode. You pay attention to pretty much everything. You're completely engaged. And since there are a lot of characters in this show, but you know, there are some times where you watch a show and you really don't know characters' names. You just like mention them like, oh, the guy with the red shirt or the woman with black hair. Nah, everybody in this show, you remember them by name. You remember them by name. But you care about everybody as a whole. They're a family, and they very much function like a family. Like, they have their ups and downs. They argue. They resolve their issues. You know, they bring up their past. The last episode, I was locked into the last second, and when they ended it, I was like really upset that there was not another season that I could binge watch right then and there. And that's when I knew this is the best show on Netflix I have seen thus far. I'm gonna give this show a 9 out of 10, man. A 9 out of 10. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna give this show a 9.3 out of 10. The sound design was fantastic. The costume design was fantastic. The visual effects was fantastic. The action was dope. The story had fantastic pacing. I never, ever, ever got bored. I didn't even realize Mary J. Blige was in this show until I watched it. She did a fantastic job. Everything is fantastic about this show. It's amazing. It's amazing. The only gripe I have about it is I just wish there was more action. I'm gonna actually watch the show again. I'm gonna watch this show again, but you should definitely check it out, man. 9.3 out of 10. It's the best show I've seen on Netflix thus far. I'm gonna say it again, man. So hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you thought. Talk to me. I talk back. On my social media links will be in the description. If there's another show or a movie that you want to recommend to me, you know what I'm saying, let me know. I'll check it out. But, you know, have some type of discretion. Don't give me something that's got like 8 seasons with 13 episodes a season. Like, I don't have that type of time. So check out my last viewer recommendation review for Abducted in Plain Sight if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? I got more reviews coming soon. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't by now. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm out of here. Peace.